Entitled mother steals my electric scooter and gets herself arrested. I watched an entitled mother try to steal my $3,000 electric scooter in the middle of a crowded public park, completely unaware it was linked to my phone. She actually called the police to report a theft, which resulted in her getting carried away in handcuffs while her teenager cried. I am 25 years old, and I live in a very busy, tourist-filled neighborhood in Florida. Because finding parking is always a massive nightmare, I spent months saving up to buy a high-performance electric scooter. It hits 40 miles per hour and features an advanced biometric lock. Last Saturday, the weather was beautiful, so I rode down to the local food truck festival. I grabbed a spot in line for some tacos and parked my scooter right next to my leg. I was minding my own business when I felt an aggressive tap on my shoulder. I turned around and saw a woman who looked like the textbook definition of a demanding Karen. She had massive designer sunglasses and a permanently scowling face. Standing next to her was her son, who looked about 14 years old. He was pointing at my scooter and whining loudly. The mother glared at me, crossed her arms, and demanded I let her son ride my stupid little toy around the park. I politely smiled, shook my head, and told her it was my actual commuter vehicle, and it was entirely too dangerous for a kid. Karen completely lost her mind. She started screaming, calling me a selfish millennial. She literally shouted, and I quote, "He is a child and you are a grown man. Give him a turn right this second." The entire line of people stared in complete shock. I decided to ignore her, turned my back, and stepped up to order my food. That was a massive mistake. As I was handing the cashier my credit card, I heard the awful scraping sound of my scooter being dragged. I whipped around to see this crazy woman shoving her teenager onto the deck, telling him to drive away. But here's the best part. My scooter has an electronic braking system that completely seizes the wheels unless my cell phone is within 3 feet. The kid eagerly grabbed the throttle and twisted it. Nothing happened. So, the mother angrily pushed him from behind to get it rolling. Because the wheels were totally deadlocked, the heavy scooter instantly tipped forward. The teenager went flying over the handlebars, landing face first into a massive puddle of melted ice cream and wet mud. Karen shrieked like a banshee. She pulled out her phone and frantically dialed 911, screaming that a dangerous man had just assaulted her child and tried to steal their scooter. 2 police officers arrived within 5 minutes. Karen immediately started crying fake tears and pointing at me. She told the cops that I violently pushed her son and tried to ride off with their $3,000 property. The taller officer walked over to me, looking incredibly stern, and asked for my side of the story. I did not even speak. I just calmly pulled out my phone, opened the manufacturer app, and tapped one button. The scooter immediately lit up with bright blue LED lights, and a loud robotic voice announced, "Welcome back, David." Then, I showed the stunned officer the digital registration and the live GPS tracking map proving it came from my apartment. The officer looked at the glowing scooter, then looked directly at the mother, whose face had just turned ghost white. He placed her under arrest for attempted grand theft, child endangerment, and filing a false police report. I grabbed my tacos, mounted my scooter, and rode away while she screamed in the back of the locked squad car.